This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right, our medasi if it's ASANTE KOTOKO our press conference no ekoso din ente mekoho na fe makohe de ekoso yemkoho na fe yenkutie de ekoso kakra.
Being capable of playing in terms of what we see at training, so we give them the opportunity, but physically they are there, technically they are there, tactically they are there. The key component, which is the psychology of the game, that's what is affecting these young boys. That is it. And as a coach, if you put yourself in my shoes and you go to training and somebody is doing better, you know, one of the qualities of a good coach is that you have to be fair and firm in your decisions. So put yourself in my situation. These young guys come to training and they are doing better than the ones you are agitating for. The ones you are agitating for, they are doing better than them. You put yourself in my shoes. If you want to go by that attribute of a coach, whom would you let play? Is it not the younger one who is doing well? And that is exactly what we are doing. I like what Yima said, that he wishes noble people like you will find time sometimes to come to training grounds and see what happens there. So there are some of the things you pour out there, you will not pour it. Come and see these young guys as if they are in the jungle and lions are chasing them. They are chasing every ball at training. They are doing everything that you ask them to do at training. So if I want the players to respect me with respect to decisions, what should be the decision that I have to take if you were to be in my shoes? So you see the narrative. If you don't know, don't talk about it. Yeah, I will say that, and I've given it to them. I told them that from where they are pushing me to, a time will come, I have to tell the media what is happening. Ask him. We had a meeting. I told them that, gentlemen, one of the attributes of a coach is to defend players in public and then ridicule them in private when you meet them one-on-one. You don't give your players out to the public to slash them. No. Then you are not a coach. The coach, you have to take all the insults, the insinuations, everything. Then when you meet them, you tell them what you actually, what should be the thing. And that's what I've been telling them. And even just, was it Monday or so, today, I told them this very thing I'm telling you, that, gentlemen, it's like you are pushing me to the wall too much. If you don't sit up as so-called mature, old, senior, and experienced players. These are the four adjectives they brought. So-called mature, old, senior, and experienced players. And you don't live up to it. Then you don't deserve a place in the first team. And I told them again that performance is not permanent. It is transient. Transient means performance is temporal. So if last season you were the super player in the team, the dynamics are different. This season is a different season. You must work for it. Other than that, I told them that if you trained 3 years ago and you get your fitness, you don't have to continue training again. Is that not it? Because it will be there. So some of them, because of the way some of you noble journalists behave, support them. So they think they can rest on their oars, what they did last season or last 2 seasons, to still have a place in the team. You see, you are even pushing me to say so many things. That is the thing. No, I don't have to sell my players out. But you are saying so many things out there, which indeed, my good friend, that I like him, is always at a post match. I can see the way you are looking at my face. That is the thing. That is the truth. So if you claim to be a mature, old, senior, and experienced player, show it at training. Show it. That's why I like athletics. If you want to select somebody for a competition, you line them up. On your mark, set, go. Whoever is first, he goes to compete. That's all. But for team sport, sometimes somebody may be weak somewhere, somebody will be fit somewhere. So efforts are what? Complemented. I like that adjective. Efforts are complemented. So my brother, my noble journalist, these are some of the things, and I'm sure as the interaction unfolds, you get to know, so that you go and sit on your on your station and you don't see that coach brought in some new players, some players, and he wants them to play. You have not asked, but I want to even answer it myself. Coach brought some players and that he wants those players to play. Do you know what happens at training? You don't know. But have you forgotten that it is the very coach who was given the opportunity to ask some players to go and to let some players stay? So I made some players to stay because per me staying at home for that 1 year and watching the team, I saw that those who I asked to stay could help in the cause, what I want to do. And then, as I said earlier, wanting to bring in those Premier League players. So, for instance, even those who have played, you'll be surprised that I've penciled so many of them down. I have a tactical sheet. Every match we play, if this player is very good, I pencil him down. So I'm fixing my tactical sheets in the house. So those Premier League players were brought in. First division players were brought in. Division 2 players were brought in. It's all about the coach thinking that those players can help. So if you are an old player and you never worked with the coach, or you have even worked with the coach, let me even say you never worked with the coach, and you know who the coach is and what the coach represents, and the coach comes and you think that you can be a politician within the club. I tell them, most of you are politicians. I know, but I don't want to mind you. Players stay in KOTOKO after 1-2 years, they turn into politicians. They use the media to fight for positions to play. But me, as a coach, you will never get me. Because I'm so strong-minded that it's not what people say that I follow. If what you are saying is indeed the right thing, then moral values will force me to what? To implement it. But if what you are saying is the wrong thing, then that it will not force me. The fact that something is wrong, and all of us here in the room are saying it is right. And when I come and meet it, and I know that it is wrong, because all of you are saying it is right, I should join you. No. Common sense will not permit me to do that. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I think today my voice has changed.
Yes. And we love that.
You see, so please, you rather should look at things critically and then talk to those issues as they are. Do not discuss issues based on emotions, but discuss issues based on practical facts. I know issues of blame and what have you will come up, and we will unveil all these things so that you don't go out there and then go and say anything that you have to say. That is the thing.
Coach, the last time I shared a press away, you said about how you are trying to manage the lifestyle of players. So they have been the best out of them, which is very key to the success of it. Now it has become very evident that some of the players have flouted some of the rules, especially at their base. Answer on the man the last time, he said these players are professional players and you expect them to know better. Are you still going by that, or you feel say this time around you need to be very straight on them, or you just leave them to be professional as you leave them?
I like the way you've taken me back, and it's good, right? Yeah, I think I said that. I was very emphatic that these are professional. Your league is a professional league, and the good thing is that these players are adults and they should be independent people who act based on rules and regulations. We've given them that freedom to observe them behave like professionals. And to me, that should be it. But looking at in just these 2-3 days, the things, as I've already told you, me, I don't go on social media, but my boss here showed some things to me that, coach, I know you don't go there, but let me show some of these things to you. This is videos and what have you. This is what people are agitating. There's somebody here who even told me that somebody showed him a video of some of the players who were somewhere. And that he has been trying to track those players at that venue at a particular time. But unfortunately, he's not been able to hold hand on anybody. So now that there's evidence, there are graphical evidence, there are video evidence. I think the prudent thing to do now is to make sure that we tighten the boot and the knots so that they don't go off track. Football is performance based, and you can get a good performance based on what? Attitude. If their attitude with respect to lifestyle is not the best, then I think we need to revisit our approach towards them, and that is exactly what we want to do. I told them this morning, or I think yesterday, that a bad attitude is like a flat tire. It will never take you anywhere. And I told them again that talent without focus is like a bird without wings. You can't get anywhere. I told them this, and I'm teaching you talent without focus. It's like intelligence without focus. You can't go anywhere. Somebody can be very intelligent, but he's not focused in life. So you know that he's an intelligent person, but you see that where he is in life, that is not where he's supposed to be. But because he's lacking focus. So you may be talented, but if you lack focus, you will never get anywhere. What focus am I talking about? After training, when to eat, when to sleep, when to engage in your personal training, all these things are issues that are embedded in focus. That is it. And I told them again that lack comes to the prepared mind. Lack comes to the prepared mind. And what is a prepared mind? A prepared mind is a mind that is prepared physically, technically, and tactically. So you may even be walking in front of goal and somebody will kick the ball, it will hit you and it will enter. Why did the ball hit you? Because you were at the right position waiting for the ball to come, but it didn't come and it hit somebody and it hit you and it entered. You say he was lucky. He was not lucky. He was prepared to connect to the ball, only that the ball didn't get to him. So luck comes to the prepared mind. Gentlemen, you know what? I do a lot of social education, technical education, and tactical education with these boys. And I tell them that football is a terminal sport. Let's assume they are using their real ages to play. By 35 years, per research, you can't play competitively again. Somebody is a tailor, somebody is a mason, somebody is a carpenter. He goes into the job, in 3 years' time, he becomes a master if he does everything right. And he's going to depend on this to cater for his wife and children, his family, and even his relatives. So I asked them, if you don't do the right things now, and you are 35, and you turn and look back, and you have nowhere to lay your head, and you have nothing in your account.
And go back to Kumasi ASANTE KOTOKO press conference na ekoso na Dr. Ogum or the same to Edwa. Yanko to aso. Ye bebre ni nyina no ye ne mo be discussions wo ho. Yenti.
They should understand team na wearing omobon. If omo toto omo nine omanamo yi a ebesi omo yi wo Kotoko and omo ani beji wo Kotoko. But so one toto omanamo yi a yes you better. So as a coach, I do a lot of social education talk with them to let them know that it's not only about football. Over here they say even the way they dress, the way they keep their rooms, how they have to go to the markets, buy food stuff. I don't see why you should be roaming every day, go and stand by the water seller like that. When you have been paid, buy your bag of rice. I'm a person I'm a country. We need to be here. I'm here for your mouth. Rather than after training, you spend 1 or 2 hours going to a jesu or coming to tech to come and look for food and buy. It's 1 hour, how did that one pass one? How did say, what you are. So I do a lot of education with them, gentlemen. I'm not idling around. I'm doing a lot, and I know to rebuild the team is not easy. I know it. I will build the team. Don't worry. Yeah, together we'll build the team. That's right.
That's question for Coach. Coach, you got to so Coach, if you are not together with the INC, you are doing the official website of KOTOKO, there is no picture of any of the new players. Is it a fact assess?
This is an administrative question, so let's restrict to the technical question. The website.
Because Coach said that those players were initially not meant for the first team. They were bought for the junior team, I want to know, is it?
But they are KOTOKO players.
And I'm asking, why is it that they don't have the images of the official website?
I think as he said,
Yes, some administrative questions.
unless you want to pass on the match.
You will get the opportunity later.
Boss, the question is, have you seen any other players, the ones playing DC? Have you seen any other players?
Yes. Yes.
The one signed DC.
Yes.
The new one, not the old players, the new one.
The new ones, no.
So like I said, it's an administrative issue.
So they will come.
Last one. Coach, friend Osman, Fox FM. First of all, I think the message now they look up the pitch me now I talk support is in your mind to me my team. First of all, go about so I did them who you are any Kumasi. Team be on the trademark kind of association group. In the Accra against Accra Lions, it was Lamte and Sheriff, and then Kalu was there. In Kumasi, Lamte, Sheriff, Kalu was there. It means that a idea that was inside because we are who are also better pioneer, better so this year. The boy Abbas was having. Now, this is no way as I said, KOTOKO ASANTE. Because it means that it's so a year results here. A piece is now KOTOKO ASANTE, moves and so and necessary. And a team also 9 last season. Nobody hope and a wabba. Anything that a deal rebuild, I recurrent or cast any more analysis. With Tim also 9 days. And air drink a cast every day. That's
it. Kura and team ra the frame. And playing me and Sasso. Very different times I met. Yeah, 3 different times I met with the king, and only didn't come on. And if we don't come on, the king wants X for the team. That is exactly what I'm doing. And I can't go outside that. That is why when we couldn't get those Premier League players that we earmarked, we decided to go for the Division 1 and the Division 2. That's giving the time and the patience we need to fix things. So I am working strictly according to the flashes of the landlord, the king, and anything. And still, when he calls me or when he calls me, that is what he still emphasizes.
questions for Lamte. You've spent a lot of time here. So Lamte, answer what in bottom line is then that we are covering for 90 minutes. Yeah, coaches here and managers here and and a senior player. I'm open all of colleagues.
And beginning like a result.
Lines no emu kakra edumra na Lamte kasa but yɛbɛyi ne nyinaa gu na afei saa nsɛm a mode to dware nyinaa no ɛni nyinaa ba na ɛbiebiem at appropriate time kra na yɛnsan kɔ back to Kumasi Asante KOTOKO press conference na se
okay
na Lamte kasa nima de so no an da ho kasa
dia
yɛnkɔfa kakra bi ne mmra na yɛhwɛ local stories no nso emu new to Latin marriage atanso kakra or the bebre into back to Kumasi Asante KOTOKO press conference.
This before we leave here because it's something there. You spoke about Blay, you also spoke. Yeah. Blay has a medical concern. Blay is injured. Blay is injured. And it is the medical team that is managing the situation. He's not well. I know one noble person who is seated here. And offer me and we didn't come on. That day, Cramini didn't come on. He was surprised. I said, coach, minimum say, we didn't come on, and I'm sure minimum status. And I mean, saying I'm no can, no correct, and a car won't any problem because the boy himself is aware he has a medical problem at the knee. So if you see him running, you see him limping, that's a problem. And the more he exerts a lot of energy, the more he feels the pain. And the medical team is dealing with it. It's all about a treatment plan. We try to look at possible surgeries, but surgery, yeah, still. I say growth, I think say, Mobama, Dr. Chumesi, the medical team, the opportunity to explain this. They can explain it better, maybe on our platform. And all that he has to do is to make sure, say, follow a particular treatment plan. For instance, according to the medical team, I mean, today is today, so we need to talk. According to the medical team, he needs to go to the gym to build the muscles around the knee so that it will hold it. Emma, Dr. Anokra can say Ronaldo even suffer from side, but because of follow treatment plan into the Debiano, some muscle, Debian and the muscles are well built and they are strong to hold him. And it's all about the player following the treatment plan. Because if you don't follow the treatment plan, it be a pain in off kakra, but with time, never. So basically, that is it as far as his situation is concerned. And no coach would want to put in a player who is injured. I'm sure, he tells me, coach, I can play. That's what he says. But if you look at him, it's not what it's supposed to be. I told Blay something one day. The captain said, Blay, so we are fitter. You represent 3 players. And when the senior players came, I told them, when Blay is fit, if not for Blay, say, or you're injured, Blay represent 3 players on the field. When he's playing as a pivot, a defensive midfielder, he can play there, play on the right, play on the left. And for those of you who don't know and who think that the coach doesn't right play, I mean, and I play with him. For the medical team, his situation doesn't permit him to be part of the team. And I've said it today. And if the medical doctor comes here, he'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you. His situation does not permit him. But I thought, say, with treatment and what have you, I was the only odd one out. Yes. Obi or not any area, a medical doctor, no catch us a see. But I pleaded that he should go through the treatment plan. Said the beja with time, maybe I be permitting Amanaye. The rest is up to the individual to do it. So, for instance, he's supposed to train once with a team. You're training 2 times. Maybe a morning or coaching lock about the muscles and your gym on Zuyaka near into any type of training or the man. And you no about the journey training. That is how it is. So the rest is self-discipline. In my dad be trained, I educated them on 2 things: self-discipline and self-imposed discipline. Self-imposed discipline is where you know you are supposed to do something, but you don't do it, but you are always told to do it. That is self-imposed discipline. Gentlemen, I do a lot of education with them. Self-discipline, you know you are supposed to do this. So when you wake up, nobody tells you, you go and do it. That's self-discipline. But you know you are supposed to do this, but you expect your coach to monitor you. That is self-imposed discipline. So if the coach is not there, you don't do the right things. So the rest is up to the gentleman to follow the treatment plan. So on the issue of Blay, I've always liked him. And when he came, I've never tweeted on any player on my Twitter page before. But go back to my Twitter page. When Blay came to KOTOKO, I tweeted about him. So what is it about coach doesn't like Blay and all that? Today, I've told you the truth. So all those who said all the things that you said, you see your stance now. You see where you are. So please, if you don't know, let's ask. But as I said, I blame myself. Well, I'm not a talkative type on the media space. So if you are looking for information and it's not coming, you also think of something and then you say it. So on the issue of Blay, that is it. Let's all support him as a young, fine player. As I said, if Blay is fit, he's like 3 players on the field. He covers the right side, which is the right back, covers the left side, and then he plays very well as a DM. So that is the issue about him. With respect to the team, I think say nneɛma yɛ no yɛni asɔ ɛwɔ sɛ mɔde nneɛma bi a na yɛn nim koraa mɔde abɛto abɔnten ama yɛhu na yɛaso and megye di sɛ ɛnam sɛ mɔde bɛto abɔnten ne nti na senior players no mpo deɛ na mada ɔmo ano ɔmo frɛ no coach yɛpɛ sɛ ɛbɔ a ɔwɔ fi nti ɔmo baeɛ no na ɔmo abɛka sɛ nneɛma bi sei ɛna ɛkɔ so wɔ social media nti ɛkwan bɛn na ebɛtumi afa so ɛde ayɛ dɛn ɛde a move on. And once our senior players in Aba, ama yedi nkomo wie no omo ankasa so ekusia the rest of the team. And you di nkomo. Tuesday morning ye bae ye 1 hour meeting before I start your training. Ebobo niam so nketin. Omo anye niam yi I say twi omani. Omo a so omo render apology. Omo apologize ye. Ni wie ni nyina na e kan say sa book no yes, I suban dada no enye no sa book no yato de ato epo na se say yakoto book foforo, which is a new book. We open a new page with a brand new attitude of a new tie that has a lot of air in it that can move us to our destination. So I want to assure you, say, as a family, what I mean by as a technical team, as a playing body, you know, meeting, it will say near come it is not the best. And we have to change the way we behave. I didn't ask them, is it about my training content? Is it about my training methods? They said, no, it has nothing to do about it. They thought say I should also do it in a different way. When they said it, I accepted, and I also promised them that I'll change from it. Today is a meeting, so we need to so they also told me things that they think I should do it the other way around, which I promised them that I'll do it. And I even had a meeting with my technical team. I told them, this is what the player said. So guys, sometimes you are my mirror. So if I'm doing this, this is what they are saying. So you be there and be prompting me so that we'll get things done at the right time, at the right place. So we are together as a team. We are only down, we are not out. And want to assure you that we'll put up a new behavior in terms of our lifestyle. Because in our 18, it shouldn't be only the players. We put up a new behavior, we put up a new attitude. Our commitment, our determination, everything would have to be tripled to be able to lift the team from where it is. So we thank you all. And to our supporters, as I said, medical my example back up, will be say a chance or catch them say the way I did in the buy. Next one, and I say, or Yen also deny ye, but no deny said a bear, and my own. Nansan Tiatian, yes, so wa. Umunya botre, and my place. Once the chances are coming, one day, the gate will be open and the balls will enter the net, and we'll all be happy. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for having time with us. We are grateful.
Well, my final words will be that. And so we all agree that we are very young players in the team. Colin Dawson have like 15, 16, and 17 year olds. Yes, training and supporters, no. Says training old players also. I feel that some of them should take it upon themselves once in a while, find a way to talk to these boys and try to tell them so many things about the culture of the team. And one person I'll single out for praise, Amos Redbone. Amos is doing so well. He's a former captain of the team. He follows everything happening. He makes time to talk to some of these boys. I mean, it's not easy. He himself is not getting it easy. How more them? They are very young. And we heard the last match, I boy, right back. It's Addison, 15-year-old boy, brought him for the youth team. When did not register him into a senior meeting. And boy, you could see that the boy was technically and tactically good. But he said he needed someone to give him the confidence on the field to play. And if these senior players are not able to do that, it's old players who once in a while try and reach out to these boys and talk to them. But rather, if they are sometimes Robertiani say they are going to play every party, and rather than busting them and all this, it becomes problematic. And the guys can say, when we go in tea and people came to KOTOKO and all that, they were very young when they were playing and all those things. And in football, no, okay, you can conduct your independent research. No player has blossomed at the age of 25. Players are winning now. If they come out, yeah, 18, 19. Ronaldinho more, Ronaldo more, all of them. And now Barcelona, Lizu and Shakhtar. Look at the players who played for Barcelona. It is because they have a project. They have a project they are building. Barcelona has always done that. And then they find a way to come out. What we need now is the total support and commitment. I don't just say because friends and supporters say commitment into the boys also put in up so I know more. Yeah. So I would encourage your former players, especially more call retirement and like Amos and Co. We should find a way to even adopt some of these boys and can't say go and pay anything for them. I have said that we are not even doing enough for them. 15-year-olds and all that. We should have programs for them, education, blah blah for them. We don't do all those things. So in the absence of ABR, me giving them a teacher at the apartment and all those things, old player or whatever, it is your duty to what? Try and reach out to them to help them to grow. And that's how they do not understand the culture of KOTOKO. They do not understand what we do here at KOTOKO and all that. And for to you, the media, honestly speaking, I'm so overwhelmed. And the bomb said you see, and then we'll propagate that. It is my hope that we'll meet regularly, not to meet when things are not well, but to now the chair your friends and be possible. We are hoping that at the end of the season, you know we will have better sign a party. I enjoy it.
You better must sorry, said me here late. And could you are in feed the whole day. You see, I could here at it was saying, you better mean I must say, you better support us. Any opinion for a football would you mind your son? Your son, yes, you do trust and when he's in a chair. Yes, Ramon, one of Mama Bomu, one person tired. Yes, who come up a pimmer, one fast as soon and tired. Yes, and you lose soon tea, any either. Send your coach, nay, which one as my assurance. Saturday na yes, supporters in no fantasy. Number why, when you are anyhow, into a strong and only the remedy back home. Master said, the foot will be a modiama beer, the acabia, the chichimua, the diamabia, Montina support my yes, with the most catcher and also. Yes, you have a shame. Near your word to man. Yes, you have a shame. You have a young word to man. Meaning, and he said you could be trapped all. Say, what to say? Yashisham Rabbi, Ama or more camp one of na. Man among and young more. Or me opinion for Obia didn't also. And so, and maybe one more say, if it be a nice form, you can be rich now. And see the original so that we must. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate
ASANTE KOTOKO press conference. Oma kasa papa. Enya sem ketu akwa Richmond Lamte num nyina edibi atotoso. Enti ye bebo modin na ya yechechem. Yankopon ya adom free ocheneko ye de ho nsem pi ebeba.